my God, what a mixed performance. Actually, it reminded me of the whole season. Very good going forward, but defensively, all over the shop. 2-0 up, like, you know, what was it, 10 minutes? 2-0 up. Jota and Bobby. Bobby scores, starts, last game, gets a goal. Jota has got a Delota. Then what happened? Then what happened? We switched off. 2-2 at half time. 3-2, 2 minutes into the second half. But, you know, this was the whole season encapsulated for me in that 90 minutes, you know. Then did okay. Hakpo got us back in at 4-3. And then, of course, Jota has got a Delota. 4-4 with the brace. Salah could have won it. Probably should have won it. We chances to win it near the end. But 4-4 at relegated Southampton. No, it didn't really matter. We're fifth. We couldn't move anywhere. They couldn't move anywhere. But still, letting them 4 goals, I just think it was a bit of a, you know, just wasn't great at all. So hit the like, hit the share. I'm going to stay on for a little while. Pick up Dave Well, Glasgow, Red TV. Last game of the season. Just an instant 5-10 minute chat on that game. Disappointing. I wanted to win the game. I know there wasn't a huge amount on it. It was a bit of a dead rubber, but 4-4 looks good. There's some really good goals. Jota's second goal is an absolute ripper. But poor defensively. I mean, a relegated side score 4 goals against you. And could have had 1 or 2 more as well. They could have 1 or 2 more as well. I'm just happy that Bobby scored. Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Absolutely happy that Bobby scored. And what a player, what a man. Millie, captain for the day. Another unbelievable player, legend for the club. Milner and Bobby really sadly missed. Poor old Arthur Mello, that's all I'll say there. Of course, Naby and Ox injured again, playing Twister. And they're gone. New faces in, new players out, new faces in. Regroup, invest, go again. And it's not only midfield, it's defensively. It's defensively we need players. Keller hadn't got a good game today, I thought. I know Alisson, he deserved the game and stuff like that. It was an off day for, really an off day for young Caoimhe Kelleher. But I mean, overall, it just defined the whole season for me. I mean, really did. You know, exciting at times and then absolutely brutal defensively and brutal all over the pitch at times. So it was an exact compilation. It was like a compilation of Liverpool's season rolled into 90 plus minutes at Rio. Everton, of course, did it. Beaten Bournemouth, big win. Decor with the goal, huge goal. I mean, I thought Leicester were going to do it. Leeds got hammered. It was a 3-1 against Spurs, so it's Leeds were going down anyway with Southampton. Leicester beat West Ham. They did their job. That missed penalty from Maddison against Everton a few weeks ago seems to be the big one, doesn't it? I mean, if they would have beat Everton there, who knows? But Everton did the job and they stay up. Congrats to Everton. But Leicester City, big drop. My mate Lee Chappie's not a happy chappie, but they are down. Leeds are down, and Southampton, of course, were already down. Congrats to Man City for winning the league. Of course, Arsenal coming second. They ran them close, but not close enough. Newcastle and Man United, of course, in the top 4. They've Champions League football. We finished 5th. We knew that before today. So it's Europa League for us. And then next season, of course, Brighton, great season they've had. Absolutely wonderful season. Europa League, 6th place. I mean, that's wow. Brentford beat City 1-0 today as well. That was a big win, wasn't it? But that's about it. Who cares? It's over. Season's over. It's about investment now. FSG, if you're watching this video, it's about investment. Get your hand into your pocket and let's go. All right, Dave, lad, Eamon Kelly's in. Time to go summer shopping, Dave. And I'm hoping we're shopping in Lidl or Aldi. I want to go M&S, baby. I want to go Harrods, baby. That's what we need to do to get back in the top table. And not even the top table, back into the top 4 table. It's a beautiful day here in Dublin, as you can see. Look at the size of that trampoline beside me. It's absolutely huge. I'm not getting on it. But anyway, wow, season is over, guys. We can have a bit of a rest. There'll be a lot of transfer news on Dave's LFC Chats, a few live shows, interviews, so we do not stop when the league just finishes. Alexi McAllister from Brighton was in tears today, of course, for Brighton, so it looks like he's going to go. It's very, very close, apparently, with Liverpool. I think something might be said in the next few days, now that the season's over. I know we can't sign until the window officially opens, but you never know. You might hear some mummerings about it. There'll be a lot of mummers. There'll be a lot of rumours. I mean, we need 4 or 5 players and quality players in at this club. Stephen Richard, it's like the 61,000 seat stadium. European football things ain't so bad, says Steve Richard. Yeah, the new stadium, Anfield Road end, will be opening up next at 6,000 or 7,000 seats. Brings up to 61,000. But will a lot of them be prawn sandwiches? Who knows? Still going to be hard to get a ticket. Still going to be really, really hard to get a ticket. Corvo NUFC, Newcastle United. How are you, my friend? Hit the like, hit the share. Very happy camper, a Newcastle fan in the house. Of course, Champions League for them, and there's only one way. It's up for them with the money they have. They're gonna go with Eddie Howe at the helm. But they've a great fan base, great stadium. I've been in at St James's, so good luck to Newcastle going forward. But that's why I'm saying Liverpool. You've City, who are on a different planet at the moment. You've Arsenal, you've United, you've Newcastle. I mean, I'm not going to mention Chelsea. What happened, Chelsea? You can spend all the money you want. Just shows you can spend millions and billions, but you've got to spend it wisely on the right players. You've got to fit the system. That's usually what Liverpool do and have done over the last 5 or 6 years. Let's hope we can do it again this summer, because this summer is huge, huge for the club. Well done, Toon Army, says Steve Richards. Dave, where's the Europa League final next season? The Europa League final is in my hometown, Dublin, baby. It's in Dublin. Remember, you get a Champions League spot if you win the Europa League. It's not an easy cup to win. People can say, just because it's in Dublin in the Aviva Stadium, which is about 3 or 4 miles away from me, but you know, people saying, oh, it's going to be easy to get the final. It's not an easy final to get to. Sevilla beat us, remember, a while back, of course. Sevilla beat us in the final. It was Klopp's in 2016. It was Klopp's first full season they beat us, so you know what I mean. And it's not an easy final. It's a tough competition to win, but we will be amongst the favourites. There's no doubt about it. And imagine a win Europa League final in Dublin. That would be absolutely sweet. I might even get a ticket for it. Well, here's counting, but we've got to get there first. A lot of work to do, a lot of players to come in, a lot of stuff to do between now and, of course, next season. That season was a 4 out of 10 for me, says Eamon. Yeah, I think you're about right, Eamon. 4 or 5, 4.5, 4.5. Certainly not over 5 out of 10. A lot of things went against us. Dublin, that's only next door. It is absolutely. I could actually kick a ball from here to Liverpool, almost. But I mean, like, look, you've got to do the job. You've got to have the want. You've got to have the players. You've got to get a bit of. Now, we were unlucky injury wise, and the drop off of form. The 4 or 5 players, the spine of the team dropped off. I mean, Alisson has to be the man of the player of the season for me. The man of the match, player of the season, whatever you want to call it. I think Alisson gets my player of the season. I'm sure he'll get Liverpool's player of the season. But without Alisson, we probably would have been mid-table, to be fair. So Alisson for me. Who else stood out? I was going to say Arthur Melo, but I'd be wrong. But I think Jota, when he came back, it just shows what we missed. He scores goals. That's what Jota does. We've really, really missed Diogo Jota. He's absolutely brilliant. Diaz will be firing next year. And I believe Darwin Núñez, get a good pre-season under your belt, son, and you're ready to rock for next season. He's had a lot of injuries. He will explode next season. There is absolutely no doubt. Carvalho, young Fabio Carvalho, injuries didn't help, but hasn't quite done it for me. Big pre-season for him. Maybe he goes out on loan. There's a good chance he'll go out on loan. But we need players in, guys. We need quality defensively and in midfield, and maybe even up front too. 2 midfielders, 2 defenders, maybe a forward. Who knows? But we've got to spend big. It can't be Aldi, can't be Lidl. It's got to be Harrods, baby. Traps is in the house. Can't wait for the season rebuild. Can't wait to. There'll be loads of shows on Dave's LFC Chats, of course. We're going to do a load of stuff. We won't just stop here. There'll be shorts, there'll be interviews, there'll be chats, who knows what. But we will just keep on going. And there's a lovely little robin after coming over, flying over beside me. And maybe that's a good news story, or maybe that's a bit of luck. It's actually behind me. It's flying over there. Robin, red breast, by the way. The Southampton player that scored twice today. He's a decent. I think he scored. Did he score against us on Anfield? I can't even pronounce his name, but Ward Prowse scored a good goal as well. He's another one. I think he's in a free. Would you take Ward Prowse to Liverpool? Great utility player to have. Absolutely brilliant utility player. Kelleher had a poor game today. He did have a poor game. What a way to go out for poor Caoimhe Kelleher. I mean, I don't want to say a fault for any of the goals, but 2 of them were soft, definitely. Kelleher is a bad goalkeeper, to be fair. So, come on, he's not a bad goalkeeper. He won bad game. Come on. No, I won't say that. You know, he'd one poor game today. Defence did not help him today. 4-4. Didn't give him a huge amount of protection, but he was poor. There's no doubt about it. Shop at Harrods. I like us, says Corby, because the man says a Newcastle fan in the house. Yeah, well, we haven't got all the oil money like you guys. You know what I mean? We've got a checkbook that's finite, not infinite. That's the difference between Liverpool and City and Newcastle, and maybe even Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea. Look at them. Crazy, crazy stuff. United are going to rebuild. Arsenal are going to rebuild. City will even rebuild. You know, Newcastle, Spurs, Villa coming up behind us. There's teams going to be rebuilding. We've got to be on their coattails. We've got to try get back into that top four next season, because the longer you stay out of it, there's financial issues, there's financial consequences and all that jazz. We've just got to rock and roll, hit the ground running for next season. So important to get a rest. Players need to go away on holiday or go away on international duty or whatever with their families. Good rest. We didn't get it after a 63 match season last year, so I'm hoping this year a good pre-season under our belt in Germany. Singapore might be called after some issue with the training ground. Sorry, in Germany, some issue with the training ground in Germany. They're looking for somewhere else, but Singapore is the only really long distance, and I think it's a 1 or 2 or 3 day job there, so in and out, mostly in Europe, which will help us because we do not want to travel. We want to relax, we want to rebuild, rejuvenate, get the players that we sign hopefully in early and get them ready to rock and roll. The likes of Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, all these guys that have missed a lot of the season, even Diogo Jota, ready to rock for next season. That's what we got to do, guys, and that's what I believe we will do. McAllister, Alexi McAllister looks 95, 96%, maybe after this 97%. It's not a done deal yet, but we need more than Alexi McAllister. We need at least another one in midfield, maybe a Gravenberch, I don't know. Definitely looking at that today, maybe a centre half and a fullback cover for Trent, and maybe even, because of the likes of Bobby, leaving something up front, but who knows. Another Bobby goal. We will miss his skill set, as Eamon Kelly. He's got such a weird skill set, Bobby. I mean, he's an unusual player. I know Barcelona were looking at him, Madrid were looking at him, because he's so different. He's unusual. He can hold the ball up. He's got that Brazilian skill. He can score goals with his head, of course. No look. And great finishes. Lovely little finish today. So he gives you so much. We'll miss him. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind we'll miss him. We'll miss Milner. We'll miss his professionalism, his tenacity, his press at what, 37 or 30, I forgot what age he was. He's so brilliant. We'll miss those players around. There's no doubt about it. We'll miss them on the training ground. Even if they're not playing games, you miss them at the training ground. These are the type of players you need at a big club, and of course Liverpool is a huge club. Jungle is massive. Best thing to come out of this season is Gakpo. He's going to be some player. There you go. Gakpo, another one, came in January, slow start, but scoring goals. Got a lovely goal again today. It was a tap in, but it was the way he ran in from deep and the ball across the box. It was a tread with the ball across the box and a tap in. It made it look easy, but it was the run that made the goal. He was unlucky again, but Gakpo he's a big boy, he's young, Dutch international, a big season for Gakpo next season. That's what I'm saying. Diaz, Jota, Núñez, Gakpo, fresh and ready to rock for next season. That's what I want. And young Bjasitic, he got a really bad injury just at the end, but let's hope he can get some sort of a pre-season behind him, because he's been a real shining light. Kanate as well as being good. Elliott started good, went off a bit. He's only young, can't say too much more about that. Curtis Jones, of course, has come on leaps and bounds. Trent into midfield has given us something different, but Alisson for me is the player of the season, absolutely hands down. Ali Becker, what a goalkeeper, what a player. Wow. Salah keeps scoring goals. He was unlucky today, should have had 1 or 2 goals today. Would have given him 20. I think he was 19 league, 30 odd in all, but he will just score. He will just keep scoring. There's no doubt about it. Best team to come out of the season. I've read that one already, but Gakpo, really impressed by Gakpo. I knew when we signed him he'd be good. When we signed him from PSV, I knew it. But congrats to City for winning it, as we say. We're in the Europa next season. We've just got to rebuild, get ready to rock, and go again. Simple as that. Get behind Klopp and go again. Diaz needs to score more to reach Mane level. Yeah, well, look. Yeah, I mean, Diaz is so terrible. I mean, when he came in, he was unbelievable. Wasn't he last year? The tail end of last season, he was unbelievable. He got some bloody injury. That was a terrible injury, to be fair. It was just good to see him on the pitch. He got a lovely goal against Spurs. Just get him back and get him ready to rock. So then he's fresh for the pre-season. I think that's so important. You get a pre-season under your belt. Be fresh, regroup, refresh, and go again. That's all we can. My connection isn't great here. Maybe the City and Newcastle boardroom don't like what we're saying. The sun will be back out for Liverpool. Don't you worry, the sun will be back out for Liverpool. I've got faith, you've got faith. Have trust in Klopp. Have trust in the players. You stay on for another few minutes, then we'll go. We'll give it 20 minutes, so another 5. Hit the like, hit the share. Season's over. 4-4. What a game. Crazy, crazy game. Oh, I thought we were going to lose it, to be fair. 2-0 up, thought we were going to win it. 4-2 down, thought we were going to lose it. What did we do? We drew it. 4-4. Southampton, why didn't they play like that earlier in the season? And they might not have been in the predicament and in the championship. With Leicester and Leeds going down. Crazy season for the Reds. But as I say, really good going forward. Poor defensively. And the midfield a bit disjointed today. Given far too many chances. Poor for at least 2 of the goals. But not great protection. Do we announce McAllister in the next few days? This is trap lines. Hopefully. There's a lot of... You probably even hear stuff tonight. He was crying at the end of Brighton's game, hugging players. So it looks like he's off. Definitely off. The question is he off to Liverpool? That's the big question. As Rafa would say, facts is Anfield Lark. He does like facts, all like facts. And my little dog, Luna, is coming down now. And she's going to say hello. Luna! If she comes down and says hello, we'll have a little chat with Luna, my little dog, my little cat, John. We walk down the back, down here. Luna! I think there's bad Wi-Fi down here in the back garden, so maybe that has something to do with it. But guys, I'm not going to stay on long. As I say, just a quick reaction to a 4-4 draw at St. Mary's. Season's over. The players can have a rest, regroup, bring players in, say goodbye to players out. End of an era, start of a new adventure for the Reds. So hit the like, hit the share, join on board. We're close to 9k on the subs. Let's get it to 10 before the start of the season, I suppose. Load of transfer news. I'm sure there'll be rumours like a good Fleetwood Mac album in the next few weeks and months ahead. Luna is underneath the trampoline. Hit the like, hit the share. I'm going to rock and roll. Great show, mate. Corvo NUFC is in the house there in the Champions League next year. Newcastle. I'm out the back garden here just relaxing. What a day, look. What a day here. The sun is in the background, baby. The trees are in the background. Luna is happy and going mad. Look at her. Luna! She's running around the garden like a lunatic. Luna, pity we're like on the pitch today, Luna. Very fast, very fast. Guys, leave it there. I'm rocking and rolling. Everton are safe. Yes, Everton are safe. They stay up. Leeds, Leicester City and Southampton go down to the championship. Luton, yes, we have to mention Luton. Luton Town beat Coventry. My mate's team, Coventry, the SE on penalties. Did you see their stadium? Kendallworth Road. You have to enter it from like the side of a house and go in like a tunnel and upstairs. It's unbelievable. They are going to spend about 10 million on it to try and get it done before August, but how that works out I do not know. But Luton Town are in the Premier League and that is unbelievable when you think about it. But guys, hit the like, hit the share. Nice show. On to the next season. Eamon Kelly, Anfield Lark, absolute legends. Well done, Luton. Did me a favour beating the Mackhams. Yes, Sunderland of course. Guys, cheers. Thank you very much. We go again. We got the shop in Harrods. No more Lidl, no more Aldi. Big summer for FSG. Over and out. It's finished. St. Mary's. Southampton 4, Liverpool 4. See you soon. You never walk